Thanks. And the lack of water is a problem for others as well. It is so cold here and in states to our north that barges aren't the only thing floating down the river. Fox 2's Erica Talon is live in our Powers Insurance Bureau tonight with how government officials are monitoring river ice and river levels. Erica?
Yeah, they're really concerned about this ice, all that ice that you see on the Mississippi River. They say all of that ice is coming from icy river conditions to our states up north, and it's also causing hazardous water levels.
Ice floating on the Mississippi. It's a fascinating sight and an unusual one, and something the U.S. Coast Guard is keeping a close eye on.
We do have a lot of ice up north, so it's kind of impacting the water levels and the water flow. So that's not helping our low water situation.
The U.S. Coast Guard isn't as worried about the ice as much as it's worried about the low water levels on the Mississippi.
We just hit -2 feet on the gauge today, and so that triggered us to go into the action phase.
The action phase requires them to be in constant communication with barges and other vessels traveling the river.
We'll discuss things like, how's it going out there? Are you guys transiting safely? Is anybody bumping bottom? Are there some fleets maybe that are poking out into the river?
If the river reaches -3.5 feet, the Coast Guard has to consider shutting down the St. Louis port because it may become too hazardous to travel through. And if that happens, it could impact big business.
We do have a lot of grain, we have fuel, we have salt. I mean, up north they need salt, so everything is on the river. So, I mean, the potential to impact commerce, it's huge.
Now, according to the U.S. Department of Transportation, the barge industry in the United States contributes almost $34 billion each year. And if this port is closed, if it comes to that, it could mean millions lost. Reporting in the Powers Insurance Bureau in West St. Louis, Erica Talon, Fox 2 News.